Well, we're here. And championship predictions for the AFC and NFC. Um, yeah, let's get into it. Starting with the AFC, Patriots, Broncos. Uh, okay. Both teams had a really good win against two teams that the Bills, I predicted the Broncos would beat the Bills, but then I predicted the Texans would beat the Patriots. That didn't happen. Patriots dominated that game pretty much from start to finish. The Broncos, on the other hand, needed overtime to beat the Bills, despite causing 5 turnovers. And on top of that, Bo Nix gets hurt. Season-ending, broken ankle. That's it. So now we have Jarrett Stidham coming in as the quarterback to start for Denver in the AFC Championship game. Meanwhile, the Patriots are pretty healthy. Yeah, this isn't that big of a surprise. I've got the Patriots. The Patriots are the better team ultimately. The Broncos, they have a really good defense, and I think they could keep it close. And Jarrett Stidham might be really good, but we haven't really seen a lot of Jarrett Stidham, so we have no clue how well he's actually going to do. The Patriots, pretty much the whole team is still intact. And I think the Patriots are just the better team ultimately. I've got the Patriots beating the Broncos. They will probably overcome the injury problems. They will overcome the defense of Denver to beat the Broncos. Probably in a fairly close game, I would say. I think Denver keeps it close. But the Patriots are just the better team, and they'll ultimately prevail. 5 turnovers against the Texans is crazy. I did not expect that. And then 5 turnovers also Denver caused on Buffalo. So that was crazy, despite the very controversial interception, which I think is an interception personally. Watching the footage in real time, it looks like a pick. When you slow it down, it still looks like a pick. It does. Is it controversial? Yeah, it is, but it's a judgment call, so it's going to be controversial either way. I think it's an interception. I do. I think he got a pick. And, yeah, there's a few other calls in overtime that helped the Broncos get that game. Winning field goal, that first pass interference. Okay, they're both pushing each other. I personally would be fine with the no call there. And then the final pass interference was obviously a pass interference. That was obvious. But yeah, how does Bo Nix hurt himself in this game? How does Bo Nix get hurt? I don't know. I saw the play. He fell on his ankle, but I don't. I can't really tell how he broke it. I can't tell. He got up in a limp, a slight limp, but it wasn't like that serious. He was able to do a full interview after the game. I don't know how he's able to do it if he did break his ankle, but which he did. Like, he got surgery yesterday, so yeah, but Broncos, we'll see how Jarrett Stidham plays. Jarrett Stidham can come out and completely shock everybody and plays great, and he is a Nick Foles. He becomes like another Nick Foles. But I think that's very unlikely. However, we really don't know. So, we'll see. But right now I have the Patriots winning, and then we'll see what happens with We'll see if Denver's able to get a win, but I think New England wins. Now, the final game. Seahawks-Rams. Well, this might be the one team that can beat Seattle. This has been the one team that's given Seattle all the problems this season. However, I think, especially after what we saw against the 49ers, I think Sam Darnold comes out and shocks everyone again. I think the Seahawks win this game. I think it's a very close game. I don't think that's going to be a blowout. The Rams will keep it close. But I think Seattle wins. They have the experience. The Rams have the experience, but the Seahawks have the better team, in my opinion. The Rams have been very up and down, and they could have easily lost to the Bears in overtime. If Caleb Williams doesn't throw the interception, they lose. So I think the Rams, when it really comes down to it, will be shut down when it matters, and Seahawks will get a win. I think Seattle wins this game. The Rams, they're close. They're close. They will keep it very close, and I think it'll be a 1-point game. But that's it. I don't see the Rams winning this game. Especially if they were at home, I would say probably the Rams, but their Seahawks are at home, and they're gonna come out and they're gonna play well enough. I do not think that Sam Darnold throws 4 interceptions. He may throw 1 or 2, but he's not gonna throw 4. I doubt that very much. And even if he does throw 4, the defense can still keep them in it. So yeah, I think Seattle ultimately wins this game. The Rams, they've been too inconsistent for me to say, yeah, Rams are going to the Rams will win this game. The Rams have not been playing the best. Seattle has, and that's why I have Seattle winning. I think they're the best team. I think they win the Super Bowl. I think it's their year. It doesn't matter who comes out the AFC. I think Seattle wins, unless Seattle has some crazy injury, similar to what happened with Bo Nix. I think Seattle wins this game, and I think Seattle wins the Super Bowl as well. So that's what I have. Those are my predictions for the conference championships, and we'll see what happens in the final game. We'll see what happens in the final games, and you'll see what happens for the final games. We have 3 games left this season, and then we're on the off season. So yeah. But anyway, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.